Hello and good evening. This is Anila here with my evening session with law students. So today I have with me Swapna. Good evening, Swapna.
Good evening, ma'am.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well.
I hope you had a good day today.
Yeah, it's a good day and I am so tired today.
You're tired?
Yeah.
What happened?
Uh, we went to court.
You went to court?
Yeah,
Okay.
Secunderabad court. We roam here and there, so I feel some tired.
So what do you think was your learning experience by going to the court?
Today there is a boycott in court. All the advocates are boycotting because somebody kidnapped the advocate in somewhere, so they boycott the court.
So nothing happened, you think? They were just sitting.
Some emergency cases are going on.
Oh.
Other members are sitting and talking something. We talk to some senior advocates and we gain some knowledge.
I know, that's best actually, talking to advocates.
Yeah.
With all their experience, I'm sure they'll give you the best
Yes.
inputs.
Yeah, and we met some seniors also who are studied in our college.
Oh, I see.
Wherever we go, they ask first from which college you are coming.
Yeah.
When we said we are from Padal Ramareddy, they also said we also studied there only. They feel
I
happy
know,
when they see their
yeah.
juniors.
So they are the alumni
Yeah.
from your college.
Yes.
I know it creates some kind of a brotherhood, I think.
Yes.
When you meet
They
seniors.
feel happy when they see, and
students from
we
their
also
own
feel
college.
happy when they
Yes.
said we are from Padala Ramareddy. Means we feel okay, they are our people only. We feel like
They're
that.
passed out and they've become
Yeah.
experienced advocates by now.
Yes.
I know. That's good. We will look at some consumer protection law. I mean, this is little quiz. I'll just ask you a few questions.
Okay.
And you will have options, so
Okay.
don't worry.
Okay.
You can rather read out 1 to 5. So you can read out number 1 and read the question and the options.
What is a consumer under the Consumer Protection Act? Option A, someone who writes laws. Option B, someone who buys goods or services. Option C, a shop owner selling products. Option D, a government officials. Option B, someone who buys goods and services.
Yes, very good.
They are called
That's a
consumers.
consumer. Okay,
Consumer.
very good. Number 2.
If a product you bought breaks in one day, what can you do? Option A, throw it away and buy another. Option B, ask for a refund or replacement. Option C, call the police to investigate. Option D, write a new law. Option B, ask for a refund or replacement.
Yes. Okay.
Where can a consumer file a complaint under the Consumer Protection Act? Option A, in criminal court. Option B, a consumer court. Option C, on the seller's website. Option D, at the local bank. Option B, a consumer court.
Yes.
What
Consumer
does
court.
defective goods mean in consumer law? Option A, goods that are too expensive. Option B, goods that do not work properly. Option C, goods sold without a receipt. Option D, goods made by a big company. Option B, goods that do not work properly.
Good.
Who can help resolve a customer complaints? Option A, school teacher. Option B, a consumer redressal agency. Option C, a car mechanic. Option D, a news reporter. Option B, a consumer redressal agency.
Okay. You can look at 6 also. Number 6.
What is an example of an unfair trade practice? Option A, selling fresh vegetables. Option B, giving false information about a product. Option C, offering a discount on clothes. Option D, hiring more shop staff. Unfair trade practice, giving false information about a product.
Yes. So when we buy products from a shop, we always look at the list of ingredients, isn't it? And we also look at the date of the manufacturing, date of expiry. So if that information is given wrong, so that is obviously something which it's a malpractice done by the shop owner or somebody who is selling the goods. Yes. And this is something which we can always take up in a consumer court. Good. So these are consumer laws are very important, not just for lawyers. I think everybody needs to know those consumer laws, and because we all buy products, and we should be aware of the fact that when we are paying for something, we have to get the best product. And if we don't get the best products, what are our rights and what are the rights? So we can always approach a consumer court if we feel that this has to be taken care of.
Today when we talk to the advocate, he is saying about some consumer case, that one person make a suit on some restaurant or hotel because they are selling some 2 more rupees more than the price. Water bottle price, they are selling more than 2 rupees. The original
They're
rate,
charging extra, 2 rupees extra.
Extra rate 2 rupees. So he filed a case on them, and he claimed the amount also from them. Yeah, it's
not just the amount, he should ask for some compensation also.
yes, the compensation only. He claimed that compensation only.
Because no point just asking for something which costs 20 rupees or 30 rupees.
Yes.
So one should ask for compensation because he has his grounds for that. We will quickly look at some word building today, and then we'll carry on with other things also. Okay, so Swapna, you can start a word of your choice and we'll carry on from there.
Defamation.
Defamation, okay. So it's a solid word. Ends with N. Numerology. Why? Youngster. Youngster, okay. R. Reinforcements. Reinforcements. S.
Senior.
Senior. R again. Rubber.
Rubber.
R.
Rules.
Rules.
Yes.
Sober.
Sober.
Sober. S-O-B-E-R.
E-R. Again R. Range.
Okay. E.
Yeah.
Element.
Element. Telephone.
Telephone. E. Earlier.
Earlier.
R.
R. Remember.
Remember. R again.
Yeah.
Rainbow.
Bow. Window.
W again. Okay. So a lot of words start with the same alphabet and end with the same alphabet.
Yeah.
Wire.
Wire. E.
Yes. E.
Endowment.
Endowment. Endowment and T. Telegram.
Gram. M. Management.
T again. Telephone.
Phone. E. Eagle.
Eagle. E again.
Why I am saying all the words starting and ending are the same?
Easy going. Easy going.
Ginger.
Ginger. R. Reflect. Reflect.
T. Textbook.
Textbook. K. Kindness.
Kindness. S. Sympathy.
Sympathy. Very good. Y.
Yeah.
Yellow.
I thought you will tell that word. Hello.
That was the tip of my tongue.
W. Workshop.
P. Practical.
Practical. E.
L. Practical.
L. Lover boy.
Boy. Y. Yesterday.
Yesterday. Again Y. 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 Yoke.
Yolk. What's the spelling?
Y-O. L-K or R-K?
LK.
L-K.
It's LK.
Egg yolk.
K.
K.
Kingdom.
Kingdom. M. Mangoes.
Mangoes. S. Sunny.
Sunny. Y.
Y.
Yardstick.
Yardstick. That's a good word. K.
Yes.
So K. Another K now.
Yeah.
Kingship.
I thought safe word.
P.
Partner.
Partner. R. Random.
Random. M.
Yeah, you say one word and we'll stop there.
Measurement.
Measurement. Okay, good. I think we have had a good exchange of words.
Yeah. Yes.
So we'll also look at some idioms today.
Okay.
Some idioms we had done the other day also.
Yeah. Yes.
Have you heard the idiom called break the ice?
Break the ice. Yeah, I heard. Means break the silence.
In a way, yes.
Something to talk. Start talking.
Conversation topic, start off with something. Very good. So can you make a sentence with that? Break the ice.
Break the ice and start the conversation. Break the ice and start the meeting.
Let's break the ice by starting with a story or a joke. That's we can say something like that. Okay. Let's break the ice. So break the ice doesn't exactly, since it's an idiom, we don't take it literally. There's no breaking of ice anywhere. So if there is some place which is new to us, or we go for something and people are sitting quietly, nothing has started yet. So generally what happens, whoever is the anchor or the host of the meeting, he or she might say a joke or might start off with something, and that's the way they break the ice, so that people, all the people who are there, start participating in whatever is happening. If it's a joke, they will laugh. If there's some other activity or a game, they will all participate in it. And that's one way of breaking the ice, so that people who are perhaps new to each other start feeling comfortable with each other.
With each other.
Bite off more than you can chew. Bite off more than you can chew.
Like taste something, then hearing all the story.
This refers to
Listen something, then hearing all the story.
no. It means something very different.
Okay.
If you take on, let's say, too many projects or too much of work in the college or at home, then you find you don't have time for it. You don't have the energy for it. Or it's behind your capacity. Or let's say it's beyond your capacity. So you can say, I don't think I should bite off more than I can chew. I mean, I can't, suppose I take a big morsel in my mouth and I can't chew it because it's a very big morsel of food. So that it literally it means the same thing, and practically it means that you should not take up more than you can do. Or do more than what is in your capacity. What about hit the books? Hit the books.
Start studying.
Yes, very good. Start studying. Hit the books. That means we start studying and we get on seriously with our books and start studying. Can you make a sentence with hit the books?
Don't waste time by watching the reels. Start, hit the books.
Or to put it in a better way, you can say, it's time I hit the books because my exams are approaching.
Yes.
Something like that you can say. Keep an eye on. Keep an eye on.
Observe them, or observe something
Keep an eye. That is, yeah, observe.
without saying anything. Just you observe the person, what he or she doing.
Yeah.
Like that we use keep
Yes.
an eye.
So, can you make it in a sentence?
Keep an eye on that client.
Okay. Whom do we generally keep an eye on? It could be sometimes if there are little children in the house, we have to keep an eye on them. So, because we are scared that they might do something by which they might hurt themselves, if they are little children. Sometimes if there's somebody working in the house and he or she is a new person, let's say a new maid has come, then we keep an eye on the maid so that to help her as and when there's a need, and also because just to keep an eye on somebody who is new. So keep an eye on. So that way we observe that person, keep them under our observation. That is keep an eye on. Okay, another one. The last straw. The last straw.
Last straw means after that there is nothing to do or no work.
No, it's not that there's no work. Last straw is when your patience is completely exhausted.
Okay.
Then I say, my God, no more. I can't take this anymore. This is the last straw. Okay. So that is what you can say, the last straw. Somebody had, what is it? Somebody threw a fit or something. Let's put it that way. There's a term for it. I've forgotten now. Okay, the last straw is when you can't take it anymore and you just throw up.
Then
you
they
lose your
irritate- when
patience,
they
or you
irritate
start crying, or something happens. You lose your control. Somebody loses control over themselves because they can't take it anymore. Sometimes it could be a lot of tragedies happening. Bad news you're getting, 1, 2, 3, one after the other. Then you might feel like, my God, I can't bear it anymore. This is the last straw. Like that. Okay. So, okay, we did a few idioms. And I would like you to, tomorrow, please make some sentences with that. You can write it somewhere maybe, or if you wish you can remember. And you'll have to say them aloud in the class. Okay? That was a good one though. Okay, maybe you can speak on a topic today. And as I keep telling you, first try to put it in those 2 minutes only, and first quickly give a little introduction, then main body, and then conclude. So try to do it all within 2 minutes so that you are more focused on the topic and you know what to speak. Yes, let's begin.
How important is eating fresh vegetables with our meals? Eating fresh vegetables. Importance of eating fresh vegetables in our meals is everybody know that when we eat the vegetables, our body take some micronutrients from the vegetables. So nowadays many people are making awareness about the vitamins and minerals from in their diet. They consciously eating the vegetables, and normally they prepare curry and they eat.
They cook it.
Yeah, they cook it and they consume. But nowadays they are they blanch or they toss them and they are eating, because to get the vitamins and minerals from the vegetables, not from the supplements which are lot in the market. They are showing many advertisements and telling that if you take take these supplements, you get this, that, vitamins, and some vitamin B12 or vitamin D, like that. If without buying all those supplements, if we take fresh vegetables, we can maximum we can gain the vitamins from the vegetables. And if we ate the fresh vegetables, it gives, if we eat, it gives some pleasure to our tongue, because it is very tasty when we cook the vegetables, when they are fresh, and they cook very speedily, very speedily also, very fast, because when we keep them in refrigerator or some other freezer things, it won't cook fastly, it takes some time.
Thank you. All right, so that was good. What about the part that chewing on fresh vegetables, when we chew them raw, there's a lot of fiber, isn't it?
Like carrot,
cucumber and anything.
When
So once they are cooked, the fiber is more or less gone. So it's always advised, or a lot of people say, that along with your cooked meal, you should have some raw and fresh vegetables.
Somebody told me, if you have some cravings about sweet, you eat raw carrot, it will help you to fill your stomach and you forget
your craving.
Sweet cravings.
I wish it were that easy.
Sometimes I like to eat carrot, but not every time. I don't know why.
Because carrot is not always so sweet. Sometimes they might be sweet, but not always. All right, so let's look at some words from newspapers, and we will see if we can get the meaning by looking at the context.
Revant to announce Raitu Bharosa disbursement today. Bharosa disbursement.
Yeah, Raitu Bharosa. I think it goes together.
Raitu Bharosa disbursement. Disbursement means something we are giving to the people or public.
Yes, distributing.
Raitu Bharosa means it's a scheme which is given by the government to the farmers who are doing farming.
Yes.
Yeah. In Andhra Pradesh also there is the Raitu Bharosa. They give some 2,000 rupees to the account of the farmer.
So disbursement actually means distributing?
Distributing, giving.
Okay, good. Next.
Shortage of faculty plagues state government medical colleges. Shortage of faculty plagues. Less faculty creating some problem to the medical colleges.
Problem, okay, but plague means? Plague, you heard of the disease also, no? When it's an epidemic, basically. We don't have plagues nowadays, but in the old days there was a time when there were plagues. And plagues are mostly caused by food, when people eat the bad food and all that stuff. So I think about 50, 60 years ago, if rats eat the food and then we end up eating those same grains, we might have, but for the last 50, 60 years we haven't heard of plagues in our country, but there was a time when there was a plague also. And then the plague spread, so people die.
Yes, in 2009, I think in 2000 or 2010, there is a heavy plague in some indoor area.
Plague?
Yeah. After that, they take some precautions, and now also it is the first country in the cleanest, first state in the cleanest state. Something is there.
Okay. I wasn't aware of it, but then I had heard that it had happened before independence sometime. Well, okay. So plague is something which otherwise it's a disease, it's a noun, but it can also be used as a verb. So here it's being used as a verb. Plagues means it's again a problem. It's a big problem. It's not a small problem, that if the faculty is not there in state medical colleges, obviously students are suffering.
Yeah.
So that is the problem. Plagues.
Yes.
Any other?
In which page?
Maybe on the next page there is something.
Wait, I'll
Okay, let's see. We'll find something else.
Hajj pilgrims back in Hyderabad after their scared journey.
What journey?
Scared.
Read again properly.
Scared.
Sacred. Scared is SCAR.
Okay. Sorry.
Sacred journey. What is
Sacred.
sacred journey?
When we visit the temples,
Sacred is
Pilgrim-
religious, pure, that kind of thing. Something to do with religion. So obviously Hajj pilgrims. So you know, no, a lot of people go to Hajj every year. Hajj is it?
sacred.
Where is Hajj? When people talk about Hajj, where is it
yes.
actually? It's in Saudi Arabia. Makkah, Medina is the
yes,
Hajj for, and it's a sacred place for all the Muslims. From all over the world, they go at least, try to go at least once in their lifetime. And if more times if
sometimes we see
possible.
in news,
Yes.
Muslim pilgrims went to Medina, Makkah.
Yes. So this time also from Hyderabad also, lot of people go. And they have come back from the sacred journey. Sacred is religious, pure,
pilgrim places.
religious, basically pilgrimage. It was a pilgrimage for them. All right. So that was good. We have done a few things today. Maybe tomorrow we can also look at some story building. All right. And tomorrow we will do it on the basis of themes. Maybe we'll try a funny story or something which is a horror story, like that. We'll try to build on that. So okay, thank you very much.
Thank you,
Swapna. We can. So we have another law student today, Swamy, and all right. So
Good
Swamy,
evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Swamy.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am good, ma'am.
I think you went on a holiday
Yes, ma'am.
somewhere, so we haven't seen you for some time.
Yes, ma'am.
How was your journey and how was your trip rather?
My trip was very good. Lot of roaming and meet so many friends.
Met a lot of friends.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And anyhow, you had your vacations also. So you spent your vacations in your hometown maybe.
Yes, ma'am. I planned here, but unfortunately, I have work at my hometown. So I went in between the vacation time.
Yes.
So I don't know, don't have information about that. But it's intermediate work. So I went in between the vacation.
Yeah. Well, anyways, so it was a good thing you went there. So maybe you were able to do some useful work,
Yes, ma'am.
accomplish some work.
Yes, ma'am.
Because
I completed some
people,
work.
everybody, all people have some work in their hometowns.
Yes, ma'am.
This is, Hyderabad is not your hometown. Your
My
hometown is
hometown is
somewhere else.
Siddipet.
And obviously some work will also always be there.
Yes, ma'am.
Which you can only do in your holidays.
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, since you are studying.
Mm.
We will quickly look at some law related terms, but they are basically related to consumer.
Yes, ma'am.
Consumer protection law, and this little quiz on that. So there are these options are given, there are little questions and there are some options given. So you will read out from number 7. Read out the options.
What right that consumer have under the law?
What are the options?
To make their own laws, to arrest the shop owner, to be informed about the product quality, to sell goods without a license. It's to be informed about the product quality.
Yes.
Under consumer law, there is 6 types of rights are there. Consumer right to know about the product, right to know about the product quality, right to know about the manufacturing, right to usage of quality. There is 6 type of consumer protection laws are there. Under this, it will comes under to protect the to
Product quality.
inform about the product quality.
Quality, yes, good. Next.
If a service like a phone repair, it's poor, what can you do? Pay for extra, ignore it and move on. Complain to consumer court. Call the repair shop manager. Like
What's the fourth option?
complain. Yeah, I will go through as per practical situation. I will ignore it and move on. But this is the context of consumer law. Complain to consumer court.
Yes.
C, option C.
Why should you keep quiet about it?
Ma'am,
Why should you ignore it? I'm asking you. Why should you ignore?
Ignore means it's a depending upon a situation. If mobile cost is around 1,000 to 2,000, the repair amount is approximately more than 70% of the device price. So at the time we'll ignore and move on.
You might ignore it. Yes.
Instead of that repairing, we will purchase new mobile. We will think about the alternate ways.
Depending on the
upon the situation.
But suppose your phone was worth 10,000 and you have a problem, then if the person doesn't repair it or do something with it, what can you do? You have your right to go to a consumer court.
Yes,
isn't it?
I have right about my product on the right, so I will go to consumer court.
Yes.
But it's eighth question is similar to practical situation and legal situation. We can think about both ways. As per legal, we have to
But
go
you
for
have your
complaint.
rights.
Right.
It depends upon you whether you want to exercise it or not.
Yes.
Exercise your right.
Yes.
Okay, next.
What is the purpose of Consumer Protection Act? To help shop makes more money, to teach people how to sell products, to protect consumer unfair practice, to create new taxes. Option B, to protect consumer from unfair practices.
Practices, yes.
What should a consumer check before buying a product? The shop opening hours, the owner's name, the product expiry date, the shop address. As per the given options, correct answer is the product expiry date.
Yes.
What happens if a seller refuses to refund a defective product? A consumer can file a complaint. The seller gets a price. A consumer must accept it. A product become free. A consumer can file a complaint.
Yes.
11th one. Which of these is a consumer responsibility? To make products, to check the products details before buying, to advertise the shops, to clean the shops. Option B, to check the product details before buying.
Buy, yes.
Buyer be aware.
I hope
in
everybody
legal
does that.
In the legal term, buyer be aware.
Yes. So when we go to a shop, we are supposed to check, and I think most people do it.
Yes. Nowadays, this comes under the legal term as a buyer be aware.
Buyer be aware.
Nowadays, consumer law for both for seller and buyer. Now seller also beware.
Yes.
What is the warranty in consumer law? A discount on a product, to compromise, to promise to repair or replace a product, a type of tax, a shop's business license. Option B, a promise to repair or replace a product.
Yes. So we always look at warranty
Yes.
when we buy something. Yes.
If a shop give wrong information about the product, what it is called? Good customer service, misleading advertisement, a fair deal, product testing. Option B, misleading advertisement.
Advertisement, yes.
Why it is important for the consumer to keep receipts, to decorate their house, to prove they bought the product, to give to the government, to share with the friends. According to this option, go through the option B, to prove they bought the products.
Yes.
If
very
anything happened after purchasing the shop, we'll go through this official document for receipt.
So we have some proof that
yes.
we have bought the product.
have right
Only
to that.
then I can go and complain. Otherwise, there is no proof.
Yes, ma'am.
Then what can I say? That I bought the product on this date, that date, this, that, nothing. It won't be any valid anywhere.
It's a legal, officially official document to purchase the product in the shop or anything.
A
It's
lot
evidence.
of small shops, you know, particularly when you look at Kirana shops,
Hmm.
you just go buy the products and come out.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do in such situation? Nobody gives the receipt. We don't ask for the receipt. We just pay and come back. At such a time, what should we do? How can
Actually,
a consumer be careful?
actually in the practical scenario, everyone go to shop and what they need they're exchanging to money currency to things, but they are not ask the receipts because of their lack of knowledge, lack of time and everything. So actually we have to take the receipts.
Yes.
That is a process, but in the practical situation, some small
There are
semi
these
kind
small
of business,
shops in
small
our
shops,
neighborhood,
they
yes.
don't have they doesn't have any legal permission, so they will directly purchasing, exchanging of goods just like that.
That's still going on
Just
in
still
our
going on.
country
Yes.
because we might buy from a neighborhood
Yes.
store
Yes,
and that person might be known to us.
yes,
Then what happens in such cases? It's the mutual understanding between the shopkeeper and the customer.
yes,
But if we buy from, let's say, a supermarket, then it's a big shop, isn't
Yes.
it? Then you should have the receipt
yes, ma'am.
so that you can ask them if there is a problem. But at the same time, in a supermarket, when you buy something, everything is packed and labeled.
Yes,
Then we are supposed to look at the expiry date and various other dates and all the other details,
Yes, ma'am.
which is written on the packet.
Yes,
So that is what we as consumers should do. We should be aware of what we are supposed to do. Our duties are there. That we also have rights, but at least we should also do our duty as consumers.
yeah. Anything that can be happened between the both parties are agree, anything doesn't wrong at the time, that is not bother about that. If anything is wrong between both the parties, then conflict will occur. They are approached to the legal consequences, court
Yes.
or anything. So
Suppose
that is up to the
let's say,
both parties.
I buy a food product, let's say I buy something, maybe paneer or something else,
Yes.
and the date is mentioned, some expiry date.
Yes,
But before the expiry date only, the thing might get bad.
yes,
In that case, I have every right to go and complain in the shop.
yes,
They generally might give you a replacement. They might say, okay, buy another, take another product.
yes.
But if they don't do it, then
Mm.
we can, depending on the time available to us, we can go to the consumer court also.
Yes.
All right. We will also do some word building, Swami, and in the next class we'll also do some story building. But today we'll do word building, and we'll carry on for a few minutes.
Okay. ma'am.
So this is one exercise I feel which is very interesting, and you come out with a lot of words
Yes,
which you might not be aware of, that I know. But when you actually start like this in a word building manner, those words come out of your memory. They are, so we come out of the memory, and we are meant to use those words in a daily conversation.
Yes.
Okay, not just keep it in the memory like that. Okay, let's start with some word, and with the last alphabet I'll form a new word. Give me one word.
I can give them one more.
You can, say the first word, whatever word you like.
Psychology.
Okay, ending with Y.
Why?
Young,
Great.
great. Ending with T. So, turbo, turbo.
Oh,
Oh,
one thing.
one thing. What's one thing? Is it a word? One is one, but what is one thing?
Old.
Old, okay. D. Dilemma,
Dilemma.
dilemma.
It's ending letter with A.
A.
Arrogant.
Arrogant, very good. Ending with T.
T.
Troublesome,
Troublesome. Ending with M.
M-E.
M-E.
E.
E. Enough.
Enough, very good. Ending with
G.
H.
H.
G-H.
H. Sorry.
Enough.
Enough.
So, enough here, H. Humble,
Eagerly.
eagerly, very good. Ending with Y.
Right.
Yesterday. Ending with Y again.
Young.
Young, I've already mentioned. Simple word, small word, big word, anything you can use.
Your.
Your. Okay, very good. Rising. Rising. G.
Glamour.
Glamour. Very good. R. Righteousness. Righteousness.
S.
Ends with S.
Silent.
Silent. Very good. T. Tyranny. Tyranny.
Ma'am?
Tyranny. Tyranny means cruelty
Cruelty.
or dictatorship. Tyranny.
Last word is E.
N-Y.
Y.
Double N-Y. Y.
What the double and Y?
Mm.
Usual Y means U.
U. Okay. Y. Oh, U. Ends with U.
U.
Umbrella.
Anger.
Anger. R. Ready. Ready.
Again Y. Yard.
Yard. Very good. D. Dumb. D-U-M-B.
Brave.
Brave. E. Elongated. Elongated. D. D.
D. Delicious.
Delicious. Very good. S. Sumptuous.
Ma'am?
Sumptuous. Sumptuous means, very heavy meal if you have had. You call it sumptuous.
Sumptuous.
It is sumptuous.
Ending.
Ending with S.
Yes. Specially.
Specially. Very good. Y. So a lot of Y words we are getting.
Yes.
Yearly.
Yeah.
Yearly. Another Y.
Y. Ending with
Y.
Y. Yours.
You have said your, you have said you have said yours also. Well, anyhow, it's a different words. It shall be okay. S ends with S. So we'll just have one more word and we can stop maybe. Striking. Striking.
Striking.
Striking.
G.
Striking means, yes. You know what striking is?
Obligating.
That is
strike.
strike. Strike is when you cut out something or you hit somebody, that also can be used as striking. But striking here means something which is
Pen down, ma'am. Any work is.
No. Striking here means when something looks a little out of the ordinary, a little more than ordinary. Then we say she looks striking in that dress, or he looks striking in the dress. So that's also one way of. It's an adjective also. You can describe somebody. Striking. Striking means not very great, but out of the ordinary. A little special. Striking. Okay. So we'll stop here. Good. We had a good exchange of words, and please try to see that you use them in your daily speech as much as possible. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Let's not stick to the various usual simple words. Try to use words that are a little uncommon.
Okay, ma'am.
They don't all have to sound very big, but they can be a little uncommon. That's how we improve our English, and we stand out because of our English speaking skills. All right, we'll look at some idioms also. To make a long story short, what does it mean? You can tell me the meaning, and then we will also look at some sentences. To make a long story short, what does it mean?
To make anything is elaborated very lengthy, we can conclude it is in one word. One word means.
We can bring it short, means we can't say it in one word, but yes, I can say it in one sentence or two sentences.
I introducing a one person to you. I am telling as a this person, my father, brother, son, is my cousin. But I will introduce to you as a longer. I am telling that he is my father, brother, son. It's a long word. We will conclude as a short word as cousin.
Yes. But here it refers more to a story.
Story. Yes.
If I am explaining about some situation, let's say For example, we can say that somebody was late for an exam. And we can say that he missed the bus, he missed this, he missed that, and he forgot his hall ticket, he had to go back home and all that. So instead of telling all that, giving all that explanation, we can just say that he could not sit for the exam today. That is making a long story short.
Yes.
Okay. So I can use it and say, let's say take somebody's name. Okay. Srinivas could not come for the exam. To make a long story short, he missed his exam.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, don't say he did not come for his exam. To make a long story short, Srinivas was unable to attend the exam in time. Let's put it that way. Okay. Instead of going with all the explanation, I can put it in a short one sentence or two sentences.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's say a blessing in disguise. A blessing in disguise. That's another idiom which is very commonly used.
Blessing
in disguise. Disguise, you know?
means
Disguise means it's not open. Somebody is covered himself up and they are in some other fancy dress. That's disguise. Okay. You know, and people do it very often. No, somebody who doesn't have a beard, he'll put a beard. Sometimes people who have committed a crime, they try to avoid the public or the police, and they might do what? They might put on a beard, false mustache, cover themselves, put on dark glasses. So that is, they try to disguise themselves so that they cannot be immediately recognized.
Yes.
Okay. So what is a blessing in disguise? Something which is good has happened, but that blessing has come in it has not come openly, it has come in disguise. Can you think of an example? Something very much, it was very much in the papers in the last 2-3 days also. Okay, I mean just giving an example, it can come in any form. So you remember that crash, that Air India plane which crashed.
Yes.
Okay. So there's one passenger who was late to the airport. She missed the flight. She could not take the flight, and she was not allowed to get into the flight because she came late.
Yes,
so what happened? She was feeling bad that she missed the flight and the ticket had gone, everything. So obviously all the tickets are very expensive. But what happened? Within seconds the plane crashed. Her life was saved. So her being late was a blessing in disguise for her. It was not for the other passengers in the flight, but for her it was a blessing in disguise. Because at that time she didn't think it was a blessing. She said, my God, I missed my flight. See, obviously when you are paid for the ticket and you've come all prepared, and just because of traffic, I think she got a little delayed. So at that time she didn't think it was a blessing. But after she heard the clash, she heard this thing. A dime a dozen.
Ma'am?
A dime a dozen.
Dime a dozen.
Dime is a foreign currency, a dime. In America,
Dime.
use it, a dime.
Dime, D-I-N-E.
D-I-M-E,
Yummy.
dime a dozen. So you buy things, if something is very cheap, for one dime, you get a dozen maybe apples or something like that. So it's just something, just to say that something is very commonly available, a dime a dozen. Very common and easy to get. Anything like that, you can say, you can make a sentence with that.
In open market, I can easily get the bananas.
A dime a dozen. You have to use a dime a dozen, no, in there. Bananas are a dime a dozen.
Bananas are dime a dozen.
In my village, in my hometown, in Hyderabad, anywhere.
my residence surroundings.
Yes. So something which is very easy and common, commonly available and cheap also, that's a dime a dozen. Beat around the bush. Beat around the bush. So that's also something which we use. And what it means is, bush, you know, no? Bush, small plants which are there. You beat around the bush. So that doesn't make much sense. But when I don't say something openly, directly, and I say something all around it, but I don't come to the point. So that is beating around the bush. Avoid coming to the point. So if I am saying, giving some explanation to somebody, and that person says, what are you saying? Why are you beating around the bush? Tell me openly what has happened. So that's beating around the bush. Don't beat around the bush. Or why are you beating around the bush? Tell me what has happened.
In the class situation, teachers are giving some examples. Students are doing. Students are taking that.
You have to speak louder, Swami.
Students are raising that. This word.
Use it in a sentence, that idiom, beat around the bush. The teacher said to the student, don't beat around the bush. Tell me the answer in one sentence. Okay? Like that.
Okay.
A student doesn't know, or he or she is not giving a direct answer, and they are saying something which is not completely related to the topic. Then the teacher might say that, don't beat around the bush. Tell me the answer properly, correctly. Okay, these were some idioms. So I'll expect you to use those idioms, please. And in your normal conversation, tomorrow, maybe you can make some sentences and come with them. Write them on a piece of paper. I don't think it should be a problem. Just 6 of them, 5 of them rather. Okay, and make some sentences with them. And from you can show it, read it out in the class, the next class. Okay. So there is a topic which now we can do that. We'll also look at some words now. There is one here. Okay, let's look at this. Where did it go?
Trans traffic voluntary training might extend. It means usually nowadays those who are transgenders, they are working in as a traffic control as a voluntaries. Training might extend it. The government is giving some particular days duration of time. That it's not sufficient for them. They will extend the training period.
Training period. Very good. Very good. Transgenders. It's a very good initiative by the government.
Yes,
they are involving the transgenders and giving them some responsible positions. So
to peaceful society, they are for them economical prospect. The government providing with traffic controller,
some training they are giving.
After some period of time, providing training from them. After that, they are government are giving some funds, like salary, so that from that salary they can sustain.
Yes.
Otherwise, they are they are asking asking the citizens to money and enter into trains and begging, creating the nonsense thing. So instead of that, the government will take a good initiative.
Good initiative, yes. Next is
Revant to announce.
This way only be done.
Finance beats IT and Indian grades
As Indian
grads top career peak.
Career
Career peak.
What does it mean? Finance beats IT as Indian grads top career picks.
Yes. As per my understanding, as per our Indian financial condition, IT sector will take the leading position, and it's have very gradual peak. It is IT sector is a peak stage now.
What about finance beats IT? Finance.
IT sector beats finance.
Finance beats IT.
All
All these days, IT was top career pick for all the graduates. Grads are graduates.
Okay, graduates. Okay.
Indian graduates.
Indian graduates. Okay.
So most of the Indian graduates want to go into IT.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
And that was a top career pick.
Yes, ma'am.
As a career, they would pick IT.
Yes, ma'am.
But now finance is become more lucrative.
Okay,
More
okay,
people
okay.
are, more graduates are interested in going into finance.
Finance. Okay.
So finance beats
Beats
IT,
IT,
as Indian grads top career pick. It's a very good change, I think. So
Okay.
people, young graduates nowadays
But-
are looking into finance, to go into finance stream.
So, but I, as per my observation, nowadays more Indian graduates are choosing the IT. They will
That
earning
they have
more
been
money.
choosing for the past 20 years.
20 years.
Now it's changing.
So, okay, ma'am.
For the past 20 years, I know people who are always, if they're engineers, they would like to go into software,
Yes, ma'am.
IT, that's what was always there.
Yes, ma'am.
But now that's changing after all these
Okay,
years.
nowadays it's
That
changing.
change has come. So finance is
It's a good
becoming
initiation.
also, people are, there are good jobs in finance, that's what it shows.
Okay.
And maybe they get good
Employment. So,
employment, good salaries, so
Yes.
that is important. Okay, read this and try to make out the meaning.
6 MOUs for free technical tech education. 6 MOUs for free technical education means
What is MOU?
MOUs. Ministry of Union, Ministry of Unions means MOU,
I think it's Memorandum of Understanding,
Memorandum of Understanding.
if I am not mistaken. MOUs are Memorandum of Understanding.
MOU means I think so. It's an NGTs to perform. They take then initial action to help the people those who are studying government schools and
Yes,
anything.
free tech means obviously it's for people who are maybe not able to go into
MOUs
private.
means it's just like say Samsthan Federation.
See, if we don't understand the heading, we have to read underneath. For
I-
providing
I
what
know,
is
I know this news. I read it
Another
in
paper.
short platform. 6 MOUs for they are entering into they are combined with the Telangana state government. They are attached with the government schools. They are providing their service to the government schools. Those who are studying class 1 to
Okay.
10 to for free technical education.
Technical education.
Education.
Yes.
For
that's
their
it.
their for the service their company name will rapidly they are going into the ground level to top level. So
Yes,
that's why they are. It's a good act.
It's a good initiative by the government and
But-
also those technical companies.
At anyhow, private schools, private education department, they will provide these things. But it's a government school education. It's a good initiation.
Okay, so we have done look at that few. So as I said, we have to make use of those words as much as possible. Quickly we'll look at some. This is the topic. You can speak on this topic and try to finish it within 2 minutes only. Give the introduction in 1 or 2 sentences and then go on and finish.
How can films help to teach good values to the youngs?
Young, to the young.
To the young.
Young could be school children or college students, anybody.
In our society, everything is there. Good is there. Good situations are there. Bad situations are. According to which situation we have to take, that is important. But as per psychological assumption, video representation, audio representation is more affecting on the it's directly more affecting on human beings. Newspapers are there, radios are there, televisions are there. But out of these 3 platforms, films, it's a video representation will it's more effect on the human beings. For that, to teach good values for young means some of the films are there. They will I will go
You
through
can give examples.
Ma'am?
You can give examples of films which might have taught. Give me the box.
2, 3 I'm a legal field research, so I will go through the JBM film. You know, in the JBL film, Advocate Chandu is representing the tribal people in to the habeas corpus petition. The innocent people were beaten by sub inspector. They died and they will thrown out of the state boundary. They are acting as policemen acting as innocent. For this movie, we can observe young can observe that how to deal with police department, how to deal with know the values of human beings and laws and everything, how we can use law as our life it will use.
What else? Any other examples?
Many other examples means recently I watched the Care of Kanchala Palem movie. So this is it is one of the film yeah, how a man can life is going an up and down situation, how the life person from childhood younger age and at the ending age what happened.
Okay,
According to we will receive but that is one of the good film I thought.
Thank you. It's actually 2 minutes are over, so
Okay.
we have to. What you're saying is good. We should try to, express it all within that given time.
Okay, ma'am.
We cannot. That gives you more control over your language. You should have the control over your thoughts.
Okay.
How you can express the same thing in a few sentences,
Okay, ma'am.
like you did. No, what is that? To make a long story short.
Yes, ma'am.
So you can't give a long story because you have been given 2 minutes of time. So try to express it in short. The essence should be there.
Yes, ma'am. A lot of movies are there, but
So we can always mention 2 or 3. We don't have to mention a lot of them. And Jai Bhim, as I said, even I have seen it. It was very nice.
Yes, ma'am.
And it talked about how the poor, simple, and uneducated people are tortured.
Yes, ma'am.
And wow, one lawyer who was so principled, he took up the case.
Yes,
And the victim had already died.
Died, ma'am.
It was just his wife who was after with the lawyer, and she wanted to find out.
yes, ma'am.
So the lawyer fights for her.
Yes, ma'am.
And so like that, there are so many other things.
Yes, ma'am.
So we can. All right. So we will finish it here, and we have done a few things. So let's finish, and tomorrow we can again get on with something else.
Thank you, ma'am.
And thank you very much, Swami.
Thank you, ma'am.